Virgo, welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Vince. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I just popped in to say hey, see what's going on with you, introduce myself, get up in your energy. You told me to. You told me to right now. Right? You said right now, Virgo. You said I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care if you're at work or you're in school. If you're distracted with something else, I want you to record right now. It really being like this, something really bothering you, you needing someone to take care of it, the moment that you see it, being really annoyed from the moment that you open your eyes, being really uneasy. A lot of this is someone not being clean. Cleanliness being a really big thing, cleanliness being next to godliness, and you not playing about this at all. You liking your space, how you like your space. People making fun of you for this, or always having, I'm hearing snarky, I don't even use that word, but whatever, making snarky comments about you, busting jokes about you, calling you OCD, which is a real disease. I think it's a disease. It's not funny for people to say that to you. You don't think it's funny, or it's not right for them to say that. And you don't have OCD, and there's real people who suffer from OCD. You just like things the way that you like things, and people say things or make joke or make light of it or make it seem like you're stressing because it's easier than having to admit what you're right about. Or they're really fucking dirty, they're really nasty, they're messy. They should have more control of their life. I'm not caring what anyone is doing right now. I mean, not even being in a space, I'm not even in a space to record this. I have a 12:45 p.m. the time of day. That was the time I was born, 12:45. So every day at 12:45, my phone goes off and I give thanks for something. I say something that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my little baby, Solar Ray. She's here in my arms. Her twin sister is sleeping. All my babies. Got 5 babies. One of them isn't mine by blood, my oldest, my Virgo, but he's mine. Some of you have really taken on, you have really made bonds or connections with someone who is really a lot younger than you, and you feel really close to them. You look at them like a daughter or like a son. You look at them as family, or someone looks at you this way. Someone is really taking you on as their child, or has taken you, someone is taking you on as their child, or there's someone that you've taken on as your child that is not. That you love, that you have a better relationship with than even their parents or even your own parents. Someone being there to give you love, and you give them love in a way that you've never gotten it from your parents, you've never gotten it from your children. It being on both ends, there being a Virgo mom out here that doesn't feel loved by her children, doesn't feel loved by her sons in particular. That's getting in the way of communication, being told certain things or dealing with certain attitude, not feeling loved, but being really hurt by the things that her son says to her. There could be a Scorpio in the mix somewhere. The Lovers is staring at me at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Gemini somewhere in the mix. For some of you, this absolutely is your child. They treat you like they're not. They treat you like they belong to someone else, or they came through someone else, or someone else is their real parent. Like they prefer the other parent over you. Makes you feel like shit, even though you're the one who's there. You're the one who does all the work. You're seeing someone who, or someone, yeah, you're seeing someone that you connect to, or connects with you more than they connect with their own children. You being in a relationship with somebody's child, you being an adult, being in a relationship with someone's child, and you're really getting along with your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. Someone wanting you to become their mother-in-law, their father-in-law. There's that big of an age difference. Really wanting to see you with their parent. Some of you, you're angry at the thought of you don't want to be with someone, you want to move on, but you already know that they have someone on the side, and you absolutely cannot stand the thought of them being with someone else. As a step parent, having a step parent. For some of you, you're in a relationship with someone else, you moved on from your ex, and your ex won't let you move on and be happy. You know, you're really afraid or on edge about bringing your new boyfriend or girlfriend around your child because of the things that your child's mother or father has said to the child about the new boyfriend or girlfriend, to the child about you, really getting in the child's head, manipulating you, making the child think some really ugly things about you, some really wicked things about you. There's so many things coming out that I didn't even think that I was going to say. Some of you are really waking up. You're waking up out of your sleep, yo. You wake up out of your sleep, yo, and the first thing you want to do is clean. The first thing you need to do is clean, not want to do. You don't want to do it. Some of you break down crying. Some of you are screaming. You're so angry. You're so upset. You can't live like this anymore. Some of you, it makes you feel so upset, so uneasy. It's not the word that I want to use. But literally, the level of anxiety is insane. The level of anxiety that you feel in a dirty space is insane, especially when that space is your space, especially when you have watched someone else really make your space dirty, really trash your shit. It being really heartbreaking for you. You really not being able to breathe. You looking at everything and all of you being able to feel all of the energy on everything that's in your space that's out of order, that doesn't have a proper home, that should be in the garbage, that isn't yours, that makes you feel out of place in your own shit. It making you really angry. You being in your own home, you having your own space somehow, you being in a new relationship somehow, and still not being able to move on from someone else. 7:25, 7:26 on the clock. If you know, you know. Those are my numbers. Dark night of soul and ascension. It being really dark right now. You making it out of a dark situation, being on the other side, and it's still being really dark right now because somebody who represents that dark space for you, or someone who takes you back to that time or that feeling that you felt when you were really alone and things are really dark, that person is still around somehow. You're not free of them. They're making things messy. For some of you, this isn't a literal mess. This isn't a physical mess. You're cleaning up a mess that someone else made in your life somehow. You're going to court. You're going back and forth. You're still having to deal with this person. You're still having to finalize certain shit. Still having to clean up your credit, still having to do certain things, undo. For some of you, it's just been so long you've been with this person, or you've been married, or you just have so many things intertwined with them because you've been together so long that it's taking time to undo it all, separate your life. Go back to just being you. You don't know how it feels to just be you anymore. Some of you are looking at somebody that you've been with for so fucking long, 10 years, 15 years, or someone you had a whole baby with, or 2 whole babies with, or 3 or 4. I'm not even joking. Being like, how the hell did I get myself into this? How the hell did it go this far? How the hell did I end up with all of these children with you, or with this whole family? Or how the hell did I end up needing you? It runs together, or be in this space that if I walk away from you, you're not going to be okay. Some of you are in a better place financially than the person that you're dealing with, your ex, your current lover, your current partner who you're not in love with anymore, don't want to move forward with. For some of you, you're with a lover. Could be a Gemini, because I keep saying lover and looking at the lovers at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Gemini. You're with somebody that you are absolutely over. You want to go in a new direction. You want to break free. You want to leave. Some of you, somebody is pushing you to the point you're willing to leave your own home. You make me so uneasy, so uncomfortable in my own home. I'm ready to fucking leave. I'm ready to fucking run away. Some of you are ready to run away. Some of you really want to just be naked. Some of you love you love to be naked, and you just want to be naked in your own space. Be free. Have some time to yourself. Be quiet. Be at ease. Not feel stressed out. not be able to feel other people's feelings, other people's depression. But you're looking at someone, you're being in a space where someone has trashed their space, it made it a mess. And you're looking at them and it being a reflection of what a mess they are. The mess that's inside of them, how they feel about themselves. They're not giving a shit. They're not taking pride in anything. Stop fighting! I'm recording too. Stop fighting outside my door, please. The Empress is really mad. There could be a Taurus. Stop it! There could be a Taurus who's really mad. Or an Empress who's really mad. Someone's mom is really mad, screaming, yelling all the time, always mad. For some of you, you're trying to reconcile. You're trying to connect with someone, love on someone, reach out to them anyway. You want to be hugged and kissed and told that you love them anyway, even though they're really mean. Even though they're really mean or they're really angry, or this is you. You're really mean and you're really angry and people want to be loved by you anyway. People who you're constantly yelling at, possibly being really abusive towards verbally, emotionally, mentally, or someone is like this with you. You're still wanting their love somehow, and they're really abusive, they're really mean, or someone sees you this way. Someone sees you this way because you won't let them be abusive. You won't let them come around and just do whatever they want to do, treat you however they want to treat you. They see you as mean for not letting them. There could be a Leo. There could be a Leo in the mix. Or a child. You're mean because you don't let them do whatever you want to do. They say some really fucked up things to you. They treat you really fucked up. They say some really fucked up things, hurt your feelings. Some of you are getting your feelings hurt by your children. Some of you are really hurting your children's feelings. Pick what side you're on. They're being a son who's breaking his mother's heart, but they're also being a Virgo son who doesn't feel loved by his mom at all. Is looking for that energy, that love elsewhere. He keeps overextending himself, trying to get it and gets nowhere. Is in a lot of fucking pain. Is really misunderstood. Really feels like a loner. For some of you, it's his child's mother. It's not his mother. Can't seem to get the love that he wants, no matter what he does. Some of you, he has such a really shitty relationship with his child's mother because this is your ex. You have someone having a really shitty relationship with their child's mother because they have a really strange relationship with their mother. It trickling over, there being inner child wounds that need to be healed in a real way, but you're not being able to fix them. You're not being able to fix it for him, and you need not try. Some of you have been trying. Some of you have been holding space for way too long. Trying to make things make more sense for someone else who isn't even doing that for themselves. You know? Truly isn't going out of their way to... I'm recording, stop fighting! You're not having the energy to fight with someone, or you're not having the energy for the noise. You're not wanting it. People seeing you not truly put your foot down somehow because you don't have the energy to. You're seeing someone else not have the energy to really put their foot down where you really want them to, but nah, this just being you, not having the energy to fight anymore, being really depleted, trying your best, being like, you see, this is what I'm talking about, yo. You look at me like I'm crazy when I'm in here snapping, but this is what I'm talking about. You waking up out of your sleep and cleaning because someone has trashed your shit overnight. Like crying. I see you crying and cleaning. This really affecting your self-esteem. There's something about how you take care of your environment being really directly linked to how you feel about yourself, your pride. You know, you taking pride in you wanting to be able to take pride in your home. For some of you, this is somehow at work. Your work ethic being impeccable. You wanted to take pride in your work. Someone really fucking your work up. You you being really upset about this, you not being able to talk about this. You having really real throat chakra issues, not being able to talk about this, or being looked at as crazy every time you do, or every time you say something, it falls on deaf ears, or now you're at this point where you just really want to snap. You just really want to snap. You really want to fuck somebody up, but somebody is constantly saying the same thing to you over and over again, and you're really pushing them to a point. You being with someone like this, it's either you, Virgo, or you're a Virgo masculine dealing with a feminine energy who is like this. She could be a Gemini, yo. And someone really being like this, someone really having a problem with there being a mess, someone really wanting their space to be respected, someone who really goes out of their way to work hard or to constantly clean, feels like they're the only one doing something. Someone who doesn't have to share their space with you. I'm hearing that. Or you're someone who doesn't have to share your space with someone else. You don't have to. You're being really nice. Some of you are about to go into a relationship. You already have. You're in a relationship. You're about to move in with somebody and relinquish all your rights, all your power to someone. Like leave your shit that's yours with your name on it to go move in with someone else and not even be on the lease. Or, leave your job to have someone else who said that they would take care of you, take care of you. Some of you are like telling someone to do this, or you're faced with this situation, or you had someone do this. Leave your job, I got it, I'll take care of you. Now all their eggs are in your basket. I feel like if all their eggs are in your basket, you're absolutely going to go out of your way to take care of them. You're not going to fail them. Or this is what happened and you've been taking care of them, and now all the responsibility is on you, and some of you are wanting out. Somebody has shared their whole life with you. They won't be okay without you. Could be an Aquarius. Aquarius is also staring at me because Aquarius is the next reading I was going to do for my own personal platform. Some of you are showing up. There's two platforms somehow. There's two things that you worry about. There's two worlds that you keep separate. Your own world, your own personal world, and then the family world. There's the you that you share with your family, and then there's the you that no one else knows about. The things that you keep private, you keep just for you. Your sisterhoods, your best friends. Have you been building a sisterhood in private? Having secret friends, having a coven, having a sorority, having a really dope or really big or really specific group of friends. There's the group that you've built, and then there's the group that you've grown up with, or that you have to work with, or that your family. Keeping them very separate, them not knowing a lot about you, yo. There being a lot to know, people not knowing certain things about you, escaping them. You being in a space finally of really wanting love, man. Tired of being on the outside, tired of being separate from someone, you just wanting love. You working really hard, or you neglecting yourself for a really long time. You looking away from this truth for a really long time. Some of you really need to say a prayer over your next relationship or over your current relationship. You need to pray over your current relationship. You're going to fuck it up. You're going to end something that you really don't want to end. Someone is giving your relationship the evil eye. For those of you who are in a relationship with someone that you're happy with, or you're not going anywhere, or, you're not leaving this person, y'all are secure somehow. Someone really being pissed off that they can't manipulate you the way that they want to. For some of you, you have somebody way too close to your marriage, way too close to your relationship. Somebody who doesn't approve, or somebody who shouldn't be around, or somebody you have a complicated history with. It's too close to you, too close somehow to what you're trying to build. For some of you, this is about you trying to be in a relationship with someone else, and you're not over your ex, or your ex is not over you, or they're not fully out of the picture. For some of you, yo, you really got to be careful because you really trying to do some dark work, say some really dark things, be careful of the words that you speak into power, you know, be careful of the intention that you set. You really saying some intentional words directed at somebody to really harm them or remove them from a situation, get rid of them. You doing something to get rid of them. You're doing a spell, you're lighting a candle, saying an incantation, telling on them, wishing certain outcomes on them as a way of payback, wanting something back. You did this, or doing this has set off a chain of events, or will set off a chain of events that will have you paying for it. You're not getting whatever you want. You wishing for someone else's downfall in order for you to be happy. Setting those intentions, speaking those words into existence, doing that spell for that to happen, making that happen will somehow backfire on you. It not being your job for someone to get their justice. You know? Their karma. For someone to pay for what they've done to you. It's not your job. Your karma really was supposed to be you leveling up, you know? Some of you absolutely have, but you get in your own way, so you don't appreciate it. Anyway, let's pray, because like I said, I don't have a lot of time. I have to get out of here. I can't spend like another 20 minutes with you, which I absolutely would. I have so much to say to you, but we'll be out of here in 10, less than 10. That's what we're going to say. Think about you needing a schedule. You need a schedule. You need to set your time, or you set certain times, specific times to do certain things. Things are getting away from you. Your work is piling up. You're almost at the end somehow. You're almost at the end, so you're getting really lazy. For some of you, you're either a child, or this is in regards to a child, or you're working with a Leo somehow, or you have Leo in your chart, and there's something about doing the work to create something. There's something about doing the work to create something and then not seeing it through, not following through, not honoring where the work begins. That's where the work begins after you've created it. The work doesn't end after you created something. Now it needs to be nurtured so it can grow bigger, stronger, healthier. You're really struggling with this. Okay, mommy. Yeah, let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, God, universe, thank you so much for our lives and for where we are blessed, Spirit. For the way we get through whatever we need to get through, because on the other side is our next level, it's our blessings. Please allow me to tap in with my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what they need to know at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, man. There is a masculine who got away with something, got off scot-free. You want there to be justice. Feeling like a masculine gets off scot-free, and an emperor gets off scot-free, and an empress feels like there is an injustice to her somehow. Could be a child's father. Her being really mistaken though. Her really fucking up her own karma, her really making things more difficult for herself, blocking her own blessings because she's focused on his. You know? Not wanting him to be happy with anyone else, not wanting him to move on, him finding a girlfriend, her doing everything in her power to break them up, not fucking realizing that new girlfriend, that's his karma. She's absolutely batshit crazy. She's gonna make his life hell. He's about to be tied to her for the next 10 years. By the time she's done with him, he's gonna be really fucked up. But you don't know that. You don't have that foresight. You're not having that foresight, and so you're being really pissed off that he's with someone else, as if he's made it off scot-free, as if he's happy, and you don't even know what's going on over there. You don't know why the divine did that, or that she's gonna do to him what he did to you and teach him a lesson. And you're here you are, like, praying that he suffers even more, you know, or praying that he's put away for a long time, or that he never know love again, or having your own agenda for how you want things to be, and not just taking away from your innocence in a situation. Someone at one point you really being innocent, and someone really going out of their way to really hurt you, and you feeling like, let me take this shit into my own hands and wish some shit back onto you so you could feel what I feel. You never forget how you hurt me, or you finally leave me alone. You finally learn your lesson. And for some of you, it backfires by this person hating you in a way that they've never hated you. Someone who has always loved you, or someone seeking revenge, someone being so obsessed with you or so hurt by what you did that they move forward to seek revenge. Watch what you're saying, watch what you're doing. Really think about it. Really, allow yourself to really isolate yourself and tell everybody to get the fuck away from you when you're getting to a point where you don't give a shit what you're saying. Some of you spend a lot of time strengthening your connection with spirit. You're being really in tune, really connected, doing a lot of spell work, doing a lot of self-work, strengthening your spirit, strengthening your connection with the divine, strengthening your fucking gifts. And then that goes all out the window when you get pissed off. You're really forgetting and you saying some certain things that you absolutely can manifest. You're using your fucking power to say some things, Tower moment, that you are not prepared for. They're being hidden rules, They're being repercussions that you're not thinking through. You're needing to be really smart in the decisions that you make. It being you who throws yourself out of balance, blaming it on someone else or what someone else did, and it's not them, it's you. Take some accountability. And wanting someone else to take accountability, you try to force them, you try to force the outcome, and you fuck yourself over, or you're gonna fuck yourself over if you don't watch this. A lot of you are struggling with an Aries this way. You really have some animosity against an Aries, or an Emperor in general, and a controlling as masculine, somebody's father, your child's father. For some of you, your ex, but for some of you, it's like your brother. It's family, but it's like someone who hurt you. Someone who really hurt you, or someone who looks down on you, someone who thinks that they're better than you. Your father, your brother, your cousins. Some of you worry so much about where someone can replace you. Your position is solidified. Your connection with somebody specifically is solidified. There's something about this in a room full of people, even if they were blindfolded, they could feel your face and know it was you. Y'all could have an interaction that only the two of you have. Y'all have a special handshake, or they touch your face a certain type of way, or they rub your nose. Like I did her. Me doing this with all my children. There's something about having even if their eyes were closed, even if they couldn't see, someone would know it was you. The connection being that strong, you doing something to someone, it having certain effects, or if their life were being affected in a certain type of way, they wouldn't even need to know or ask why, them knowing that it was you, that you were behind it, you were responsible, you were there, you had touched them somehow. Ooh, that download was crazy. Oh, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Some of you are ready to heal some things, man. Some of you are like, I want to have sex. It's been really long. I want to have sex. I want to connect to someone. Some of you want to heal your womb since having children. Heal the damage that's been done to you behind the things that your children have said. Some of you, damage that has been done by the person that you've had children with. You being very alone or on your own somehow, or being in a position, being finally ready to leave someone on their own. Them feeling it's an injustice. You staying in a relationship for a really long time because you didn't really feel good enough to move forward, or you know, to move on, branch out onto your own, or to think that anybody else would ever love you. It being really intense. You waking up though. You seeing this now. You ready to put a pep in your step. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Some of you want to get in the bath. Some of you want to love on yourself. Some of you are ready to do a self-love spiritual bath. Some of you are ready to come. I'm not even joking. You're like, yo, I want to love on myself, because self-love is the best love. It's the sexiest love. It attracts people. It attracts people that I can't talk to, that I can't initiate conversation with. I want them to be drawn into me, into my energy. I want to truly love myself, feel sexy, want to have sex. I feel like I said this to y'all, but it wasn't here, but I was saying this to Virgo recently. Virgo not masturbating enough, Virgo needing to masturbate but from a healthy place. Some of you masturbate just fine, but you think about some really wild shit, some really wild shit, some really unhealthy shit, let's just say that. Whether it's somebody that you've been with, or some of you thinking about some really questionable, having some really questionable fetishes. I don't feel like repeating at the moment. I'm not in the mood to repeat. Yeah. And so you invite certain energies in the moment, in the act, to participate with you. You know? Needing to switch how you masturbate. Some of you need to know how to masturbate and affirm your life at the same time. It's different when you're really vocalizing some powerful affirmations at the same time, or visualizing something that you want, manifesting something, but at the same time, it's about, some of you are not doing this at all, not comfortable doing this at all, not acquainted, haven't gotten acquainted with your body the way that you need to. Some of you just need to learn your body all over again. Some of you are not comfortable in your body at all. You don't like it. You need to spend more time naked in the mirror, saying some really beautiful things to your body. Heal it. 3333 on the clock. Yeah. You need to talk to your angels, ask your angels for what you want. So instead of always trying to take matters into your own hands, some of you need to sit with where you need to get the answer from spirit before you take matters into your own hands, or before you heal something. You need to have a conversation with your spirit team about it first, not just making a decision out of nowhere, because your decision making is questionable. Anyway, I spent more time than anything in here channeling. Some of you are worried about your money being fucked up. Your money will not be fucked up. Don't lose sight of what it is that you love. Some of you are like, yo, I'm confident, or I'm ready to make money doing something that I love. You needing to do this. You need to know that you can do this, that you will do this. You'll be successful. Not talking yourself out of something that you really want, because you're really good for that. Protecting it. By protecting your thoughts about it, your money is going to be fine. You need to heal your creative self at this time. You need to know how powerful your creative self is, Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I got work to do. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all the information in the description box below. Just reach out to me at clearsightconsulting.net. I love you so much. It's your girl, Marks, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.